If you're addicted to watching flashy, low percentage techniques and flows on Instagram, on TikTok, and other social media, then this video is for you. How to overcome your jiu-jitsu porn addiction. It is a real thing. What is jiu-jitsu porn, first of all? Well, it's exactly like I said. It's the techniques and the flows that look really fancy, look really flashy, but ultimately they're either low percentage, hard to make work, very niche moves, or they just don't work in the first place. So look, it's easy to get a lot of views and get a lot of people to get interested in what you're showing if you show stuff that looks really flashy and really cool. But does it ultimately serve you to focus on learning that kind of stuff over the basics? Oftentimes it does not. It's very important that you guys develop fundamental, essential skill sets first, and that may be more boring, you know? Escaping side control, boring. Escaping mount, boring. Escaping north-south, boring. Sweeping people from the guard, boring. But those are all things that you guys need to learn how to do first before you learn how to do flying inverted imanari omoplatas, okay? The primary skill sets that you guys are learning when it comes to takedowns, positional dominance, passing guard, sweeping from guard, pinning somebody once you're on top of them, holding the pin, and then slowly isolating for the high percentage submissions. Way more important. Think about it this way, guys. When it comes to MMA, about 1 in 3 submissions in MMA are rear naked chokes, okay? So that is definitely a submission you should be hyper-focused on. After that, arm bars, kimuras, guillotines, triangles, those are all submissions that are decently high percentage when it comes to the MMA game. When it comes to the jiu-jitsu game, it's a little bit different. You should definitely add heel hooks to that. Those are the submissions that people are primarily getting at a very frequent rate, and submissions that you can get from many different positions and many different setups. So ultimately, you should focus on getting really good at those first before you start focusing on very niche submissions. You know, I would add wrist locks to that, for instance. Although wrist locks can be very useful and they do work, I think perhaps your time would be better served making sure you're good at the other submissions first. Same thing when it comes to really flashy stuff like cartwheel passes or things like that. Well, you want to have basic pressure passes and basic float passes first before you start going on to the flashy stuff and you start implementing it into your game. And guess what? Sometimes that flashy stuff really does work and it is really high percentage. But the people that are successful with those flashy techniques also have a very solid foundational skill set when it comes to guard passing, takedowns. Not always, but if they're not skilled at takedowns, they might be skilled at guard, they might be skilled at sweeping. They already have really good skill sets in other areas such that they can funnel people into the flashy techniques, the really cool explosive techniques that, you know, everybody thinks is awesome and loves to see. But at the end of the day, if you're a white belt and blue belt especially, don't just continue saving videos that you'll either never watch or you'll watch religiously and try to implement it into the room. You won't be able to do it, and then you'll wonder why. Well, it either doesn't work or you just don't have the basic skill sets that are necessary to make that setup work for you, and you need to work on everything else first. So ultimately, guys, when it comes to jiu-jitsu porn, it might look nice, it might look cool, but it's gonna leave you dissatisfied and unfulfilled. So if you guys agree and you have a jiu-jitsu porn addiction yourself, or you have a friend who does, make sure you share this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Also, make sure you guys check us out on Rumble. It is a censorship-free alternative to YouTube where we post our content too as well. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time.